What is up, guys? It is PDS. Today I will be showing you how to play Harpies. So this build is a little different if you're fresh off of the new player guide for October. So this list is slightly more free to play. You know, this is just something you'll have as you're progressing towards your staple back row. Obviously, if you guys have the better cards, I would definitely replace them. So this deck, basically, what you're trying to do is you summon a level 4 Harpy Lady, and then you're going to be using some way to get another Harpy Lady onto the field, and that allows you to make Cyber's Harpy Lady, which only requires 2 level 4 Harpies, so it's really easy to make. I guess I'll just go for card and just try to explain what the use of each card. So Oracle is a monster that lets you get back one of your spells or traps that list Harpy Lady's sisters in its text. So that's going to include Harpy's Feather Rest and Elegant Egotist. So you can grab back one of these. You can also get back your field spell because it does have the Harpy Lady sister on there. So just take a look. It says when any Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady sister. So you can get back those 3 cards, so it's really nice. And then of course it can special summon itself if you control a level 5 or higher Harpy monster, and that'll trigger its other effect, which will allow you to get back one of your Harpy spells or traps that you need for the following turn. So next we have Harpy Channeler. So this is one of the best cards in the deck. So its effect is just you discard a Harpy card. So that includes, you know, Harpy's Feather Rest or any of the monsters. So you can do that, and then you can special summon a Harpy in defense position, except for Channeler. So, and if you have a dragon, it becomes level 7. So that effect is not really used, but if you're playing like Harpy's Pet Dragon, then it'll come up. But otherwise, you know, I would not recommend that either. So this card enables you to special summon any of your Harpy Ladies from the deck. So really strong, especially considering that, you know, we just talked about Oracle giving you a card back when it's summoned, when it's normal or special summoned. So you can trigger that end phase effect to get something back during the end phase off of a Channeler. So really nice. Next up, I have a Harpist. So if you're, you don't have to play this card. This is an optional card, but it works really well with one of the trap cards here that discards. So basically, when it's normal summon, you can target one winged beast monster you control, return one monster your opponent controls to the hand, and then you target one of yours and one of theirs, and it puts it back to the hand. You're not going to really use that effect. You want it for its end phase effect. If this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 4 winged beast type monster with 1500 or less attack. So that's going to basically boil down to like every single monster in your deck. So you can basically, it's if you don't start well, you can play on the next turn. So really nice card, especially with the trap, like I said. So next up we have Perfumer. When it is normal or special summoned, you can add one spell or trap from your deck that specifically lists Harpy Lady's sister in its text. So that gives you access to the Harpy's Feather Rest and the Elegant Egotist, which is really powerful. So what you can do is, you know, you summon Channeler, you discard a card, you special summon Perfumer, and then you get Elegant Egotist. And then those two get you to your Synchro. And then you can use Elegant Egotist to special summon a Harpy Lady from your deck. And then you can use the Synchro's effect, because you use the spell and trap, to target a monster your opponent controls, and then bounce it back to the hand. So you can basically set up an OTK past any monster. So really powerful. And then of course your skill is going to be dealing with the back row. So it's a really aggressive. You put a lot of pressure on your opponent. And then, of course, if you don't open Channeler, you know, you just have the Perfumer. You normal summon Perfumer, you get yourself an Elegant Egotist, and then from there, you can special summon a Harpy Lady 1 from your deck, and then that will allow you to go into the Synchro, or even an Xyz play. You can set up an Xyz, so really nice. Yeah, so I really like that about that card. Harpy Lady 1 is the one you're going to be summoning off of Elegant Egotist, and it gives all wind monsters 300 attack. And then next up we have Swallow's Nest. So Swallow's Nest is to allow you to play around certain cards, such as a, you know, a Treacherous Trap Hole, a Floodgate, you know, Fiendish Chain, Chalice, all of these cards. This is a quick play, so that means you can activate it in response to a card. So let's say your opponent, you know, activates something like Book of Moon to flip your Harpy face down. You can chain this card, and then you summon another Harpy Lady from your deck. So it's really powerful. I would highly advise 3 copies of this card, but I'm trying to go for a more free-to-play centric version. So this is going to be a build that you can play as you're working towards getting all your optimized cards. So next up is Hysteric Sign. This card is interesting. It lets you add an Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard to your hand, so it lets you grind a little bit. And then the other effect is if it was sent to the graveyard from the hand or from the field, you can add 3 Harpy cards from your deck with different names to your hand. So really, really powerful effect. But you can only do one or the other per turn. So like, let's say you activate Hysteric Sign, you get an Elegant Egotist, and then you normal summon a Harpy and you pop it with your Harpy's Hunting Ground. You can't actually get the searches at the end phase, so you have to choose which one you want to pick, or you have to choose which one you want to do. So Harpy's Feather Rest, it lets you target 3 Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters in your graveyard, and you shuffle them into the deck. Then you draw 1, or if you controlled a level 5 or higher Harpy, which is the Synchro, you get to draw 2 instead. So really, really nice. And then for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon except for wind monsters. So you gotta make sure this is. It says for the rest of the turn, so that means you can do it beforehand. You can summon your other XYZs that aren't wind, or yeah. And then Elegant Egotist, we talked about this. We can get it off Perfumer. We can get it off Hysteric Sign, and it allows you to push for OTKs. So really, really nice. So you can just basically just kill them in a single turn. And then finally, we play Hallowed Life Barrier. So this card works really well with Harpist and Hysteric Sign. And then it's just an overall really good card for free-to-play players, especially because you can defend your field from, obviously you don't die and then you protect your monsters. So really, really nice card. And it has a lot of great synergy with these 2 cards in particular, Hysteric Sign and Harpist. You can pick it up from ranked tickets. So we talked about Slash Dragon. Basically, whenever a spell, trap, or effect is activated, except during the damage step, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls or 1 Harpy you control and return it to the hand. So really, really powerful, especially for setting up OTKs. And then, obviously, these XYZs, I think the most important one's definitely the Malevolent Sin and the Corbage, but like the other ones, you'll get as you slowly play the game. So you won't have to worry too much about not having them. So let's just take this into rank, see how it goes. So I am in Plat, so I was just playing a tournament actually. Just finished playing. Alright, so I'm in Plat 3. Let's see if we can win a game here with this free-to-play version. I'm doing this all live, so I'll walk you through my process. Alright, we're playing versus Phoenix. He is on Photons, so hopefully we can pick up a dub here. So I'm going second. You love to see it. So going second is really nice because you get to, you get to play into, you get to pop all their back row. So it's really, really nice. Okay, so he's probably on Photons. Yeah, there's the skill, Galaxy Photon. Gonna put back his Galaxy Eyes. Get a Photon stream. See if he can set up a Galaxy Eyes turn 1. Okay, so it looks like he has it. So this should be interesting. Okay. I have a couple of top decks here, but I could be in trouble. The other thing I can do is just set double Hallowed Life Barrier and then just pray that he uses it in the end phase. And then this way I can just actually play on the following turn. Because this turn, if I summon something, he's just going to banish it. So it might be better just to wait, but we'll see how much back row he has. He definitely has a Photon Stream of Destruction, but we'll see if he sets 2. Okay, so he's using this right now, so he's getting rid of the Harpies Hunting Ground, so that's really, really good for us. Let's see if he has another back row, though. Okay, so he does have another back row. Let's see what I draw here. Okay, Hallowed Life Barrier. You love to see it. I think, honestly, we can just attempt to play here, see if we can force something out. Okay. We're going to pick up an Elegant Egotist here. Let's see, does he have a response? Okay, no response. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm gonna go for the Elegant Egotist. Bring on the Harpy Lady. Does he have a response now? Okay. Gonna go for the Synchro then. So here's the Synchro. Let's see. Now if he uses something, I can actually chain to it, so that's really nice. Gonna keep 1 Hallowed Life Barrier just to discard. I like the Harpist here because I have follow-up. So let's just go in to the XCs. If he activates something here, I can just bounce the Galaxy Eyes. So, okay, that's fine. All right, so I think we're in a pretty decent spot. Even if he activates this trap card or the spell card. I mean, he doesn't have to, right? But then I can just activate Hallowed Life Barrier. And then, in my mind, okay, so here he's doing that. So then he's going to banish my thing. I'm going to chain to it. Let's just put it back to his hands. So now he should be out of gas, depending on the blast card. It is a Forbidden Lance, which does nothing, but okay. Interesting move, Duelist. So I'm just going to basically get my monster banished. He's out of gas, and that should be it. Even with the pretty mediocre hand, to be honest. But all right, let's go. Swallow's Nest, pretty good. Top deck, let's go. We're going to get Perfumer here. Let's see. We are going to go for an Elegant Egotist. And then, I don't even think we need to make the Synchro here. Let's just try to go free game. So this is another thing you can do with Swallow's Nest. You can set up in OTK if you don't have it. So we can go like this, 16. And then we go 17. And then still in the battle phase, we can activate Swallow's Nest because it's a quick play. We'll take out, well, I guess this one because we have an attack boost. We're going to go for an Oracle here just because we want that end phase. We can get another Elegant Egotist back to our hand. So then we're going to trigger the effect. It's still at 1600, and then that's game. All right, so that was a pretty clean one. I don't know about that Forbidden Lance, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So let's see if I can get another W here. All right, sorry about that. Let's go. All right, so he's plat rank 3. He is on Yami Yugi. Let's see if we can conquer him. Okay, so I'm going first. Let's see. Do I have a decent hand here? Harpies Hunting Ground. And this hand is interesting, actually. I could just pass here, to be honest. I don't have to set anything up. I think I'm safe just with the Hallowed Life Barrier because I have my Fluid, my Harpist as well, so I can try and get more options. I don't want to really I want to take full use of my field spell. So by doing this, I'm going to live 100% because of the Hallowed Life Barrier. I'm going to get follow-up because the Harpist is going to grave. And then on the following turn, I can deal with all of his back row, and I have Swallow's Nest to play around his back row. So I'm basically like in a really good spot right now. So he's just going to set, it looks like, which is definitely what you want to see as a Harpy player. Especially if you get to go, if you get to play into all of their back row, because your field spell is really, really good. Okay, so he's playing Resonators on Yami Yugi, which is pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen that, but all right, we'll see how this goes for him. So this is actually going to be pretty similar to what you guys are going to see, especially as you're climbing ranks, just because these guys aren't playing like extremely optimized decks, but like as you get higher and higher, so when you get to like, you know, Legend and eventually King of Games, these guys will be playing decks that are much more optimized. So especially at the lower ranks, you're going to be seeing very interesting decks, to say the least. But okay, so he is going to activate his Red Rising Dragon. That is fine. Of course, also if you guys don't like Hallowed Life Barrier, you can try Rainbow Life. But I like Hallowed Life Barrier because even though it doesn't say it protects your monsters, it actually protects your monsters. It's like a, I believe it's like a mistranslation. They just never fixed it. Or yeah, so your monsters are actually protected. So really, really cool as well. So you take no damage and your monsters are protected. So really nice. Looks like he's doing Resonator stuff. So if it attacks this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end. Okay, so I definitely want to do that at the start of the battle phase. By the way, guys, if you don't have toggle, you definitely want to turn your toggle on. You can do that in the settings. So that's, I would use these settings: top-down view, self-chain on, and then the toggle button. So now he's ending the main phase. That's fine. So at the start of the battle phase, I don't want to take damage, so I'm going to activate Hallowed Life Barrier. Going to discard my Harpist, and I won't take damage now. Okay, so there we go. So no damage. And then at the end phase, it's going to get me my Harpist effect. Let's see, what do I want to go for here? I think I'm just going to go for an Oracle because yeah, Oracle's fine. Because I'm going to normal summon Channeler probably, so we'll see what I draw. Okay, so draw. Another channeler. Okay, so we're just going to commit the channeler here. Gonna pop his back row. See what it is. It is a Rainbow Life. Alright, so we are not killing him this turn. And that's fine. Because we can actually use Swallow's Nest here as an interruption. So that's going to be good. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and discard the channeler. We're going to bring out a Perfumer just because it gets this card advantage. So when we summon Perfumer, we're going to be able to... so we're going to have to pop this, unfortunately. But that's fine, because Perfumer is going to get us a card. So, let's see. What do we want here? Probably going to go for a Feather Rest. Because we can take use of the Draw 2 effect here. And we can also bounce his Synchro monster. So, really, really nice. So, let's go ahead and make the Synchro here. So, the Synchro comes out. Then we activate Feather Rest once it's out because we get the draw 2. So we're going to put back... let's go for these 3. We're going to put back these 3. Then we're going to draw 2. Oops, we forgot to do it. No problem. Let's see. Going to go Oracle. That's why you guys shouldn't be clicking all the time like me. So Oracle is going to... add us a card back during the end phase. Then we're going to go like this. Now we're going to do it. Unfortunate that I misplayed, but you know, it is what it is. I'm doing this raw for you guys. So, alright, so let's bring out... does it honestly matter? I don't think so. I think we're just going to bring this out just for the damage boost. Okay, so then at the end phase, we get a... So we're still going to get the interruption, but unfortunately I had to use an additional card out of my hand. Let's go for this, just because we're going to have more Harpies in the grave. So we'll definitely have 3. Alright, so now his turn. He's going to have the Wild Wind in the graveyard. Okay, so that's going to give him a search here for a Resonator. So he goes for the Force Resonator, which is fine. Let's see what he does. He's just going to set it. Alright, that's fine. And he's going to set that. That's also fine. End phase. Do I want anything? Oh, I want the Harpies Hunting Ground. So let's go for Swallow's Nest. We're going to bounce this card, obviously, that he set. And then we're going to get Oracle. You can also get Perfumer here. But I just want the Harpies Hunting Ground. Now I get my Harpies Hunting Ground back, so I can pop that back row. I don't have to fear about any Drowning Mirror Forces or anything. So let's go ahead and draw 2 here. We can bounce our own Oracle, just so we don't have to commit our normal summon. So we're going to... Let's see, he has something. Let's see what he has. There's a delay here. So I'm going to activate my Harpy Lady here only because I have my Oracle can special summon itself, so I don't have to commit my normal summon. So let's see if he does something here. So basically I can use the Harpies Hunting Ground, and then I can just activate Oracle in my hand, and I'll still have my normal summon, so I don't have to play into this back row. Okay, so it is a Scolding. And that's fine, because he's still dead. So interesting card there, but not gonna cut it, buddy. Alright, so we got double or like fucking a million channelers, but yeah, so you know, now we can just play and it's over for this man. He can't do anything. We're gonna get our Perfumer, we're gonna get more cards, we're gonna get Elegant Egotist. It's over for this man. Even though we misplayed, you know, just because you're playing a really strong strategy. We can even go with Daigusto Emerald here. You guys can get that from the box. But yeah, look, this is insane. We have game a million ways, even if he has like Kiteroid, but we know what he has because we saw him search it. So, and yeah, we have defensive options with our Hollow Life Barrier. We have our Field Spell. This deck is insane, guys. Really good deck for new players, and it's pretty easy to play, unless you're like me and you misplay. But you know, you can still win games, as you see. All right, so I think I'll go one more. I need my redemption. That was a little bit embarrassing. You know, I'm doing the new player help video. I got that misplay in there, but I want to be as real as possible. You know, I do the whole deck profile and then I immediately go into games. So let's see if this guy can beat me. So I think this should be our rank up match actually, but we'll see. And yeah, guys, you know, if you guys have any questions, any comments, you know, if you guys need help on learning how to play this deck, let me know. So he is going second. So this is another instance where maybe I could pass. He's on Blue Eyes, which is going to be another pretty popular new player deck. Okay, so let's see. What are my options here? I could just pass and try to pop some back row. But, let's see. I could also go Harpies, bring out that. This is interesting. Very interesting. I could set Harpist and just play on the next turn because I don't really have any. I can't really set up an interruption here. Like I would have to give up my Harpies Hunting Ground, and I'm still gonna have to play on his turn. So in this instance, I think I will. I'm gonna set the Harpist, and then we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So you could actually make the synchro here and play, but I just feel like I should reserve my resources because my field spell is really valuable. So, okay, so he does have the White Stone, and he is going to activate the Sage. So that is not good for us. So we're already in a really bad case scenario here. Okay, so no back row. Okay, so we're going to get that plus. He's probably going to go for a Spirit here, but that's fine. We don't need the field spell. He didn't set anything. Oh, wow, double Blue Eyes. Okay, so would I activate the effective Harpist? Yes, I would. Okay, so let's see. We'll go for... What is the best option here? Probably this thing. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go Channeler. Okay. Let's draw. That's really, really good, actually, for us. We're going to need the Harpies. Yeah, so... Let's go Channeler. Gonna pop... No option there. So let's go Channeler, discard Perfumer, and then we will summon out a Perfumer to get the Feather Rest. Going to get the last card we can get here. Okay, then we're going to go for the Synchro. So there's a couple ways to play out this turn. You can go for an Xyz. You can go for what I'm about to do, which is going to be to bounce one and then kill the other one. But it's up to you guys. So we're going to bounce one here. We're going to bring out the Harpy Lady 1. Then we're going to bring out another one. So I like this play, but I also don't like it because you lose to Karibo, right? But maybe we should just go for it. Well, I guess both plays lose to Karibo, huh? Well, this one, I can set the Swallow's Nest, and I'll have at least a follow-up. So I think it might be better just to set Swallow's Nest. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to Feather Rest here. I'm going to shuffle in 3. And then I'm going to draw 2. And then I will just set this Swallow's Nest for the next turn. Oh, I got 2. So maybe I'll just have to set 1. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just set 1 in case he has a Karibo. Alright, let's go in. But does he have it? He does not have it. Okay. So this should be it. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, so we have game, boys. We could have, that one could have gone bad, but you know, this deck is really, really nice. Like I said, guys, you'll definitely have an easy climb with this deck. Easy games. And that's it, boys. That's how you do it. You got your rank up. I hope I explained how to play this deck well enough for you guys. And like I said, you can work towards having the optimized list. So this is just, you know, a list I put together with less cards than you were using, like only 2 Swallow's Nest, you know, none of the other Xyz, but you know, obviously you guys aren't going to have this at the very start, but you can work towards this extremely easily, and then from there you can look towards optimizing your deck even further. So Yeah, so basically you guys saw how to play the deck, you saw the main strategy. I tried to explain the strengths of each cards, and yeah guys, if you have any questions let me know. And this has been PDS, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.